Hey everybody, thanks for watching, tuning in, checking this video out. Hope your day's been great. If it hasn't, hope it gets better from here. Make sure you keep those you care about close. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notifications. I won't be able to catch nor pass the daughter without all of you hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions, tips, or tricks, please feel free to leave a comment. So today we're going to work on hit my volume button again. Not sure if it actually killed it or not. Anyway, today we're gonna work on choosing the video editing software we want to use. Narrowed it down to Lightworks or DaVinci Resolve. So what I want to check is see how easy it is to blur things out is really what I'm concerned about right now. So we're going to go ahead and work on DaVinci Resolve first. Strike that, reverse it, Lightworks. So it's the first time I've opened it. Obviously. Sign up for an account real quick here. That says free expire 90 days. I'm curious. After 90 days, it's going to try to make us pay for it. We're just going to go with the default stuff here. Okay, so I did make a video that we're going to work on editing. Just a quick, easy video. So I'm going to see. We can just drag it in here. I also have a couple videos I'm watching to do this with as we go, and I'll put those, make those available to you as well so you can see it. So let's see our test video here. I'm just gonna grab it. Let's see if I can just drag it right in here. That is not the test video I wanted to put in here. Okay, let's close this. Let's try this one. How do I get rid of it now? Just try hitting delete on there. Remove from project. Make sure it didn't. Okay, just want to make sure it didn't delete it. Well, that's not the one I wanted either. Okay, let's get rid of this one. I guess I renamed the wrong one. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so this is the one that I wanted. I think. Yes. So what I want to do is blur this icon that we have floating around there. That's what we're going to use. Okay. So I'm going to go back to where it first shows up here. Okay, and I'm going to watch this video on how to do it. It says we need to go to the VFX tab. For some reason I'm not getting any audio in that. That's just great. Let's pause and see what I messed up. I don't know why it's not giving me any audio. Probably because this shows it's muted here. Still not giving me any audio. Well, looks like here he went to stylize. obscure blur. But why is my video not in here? Oh, okay. So it looks like it has to be in the sequence. Now let's go to F video effects. Okay. Okay, now we can go to stylize. Obscure blur. Then apply effect. Position it. I'm just going to grab it and move it where we want it. Okay, here we can change it to rectangle or an ellipse. Looks like we can change the width, the height, all that fun stuff. Okay, we're gonna leave it just like it is for right now because that's fine. Really kind of wish this sound was working on this video I'm trying to watch, make it a lot easier. This is kind of going to annoy me because I can't hear that sound. Okay, let me see if I can close it and reopen it. Maybe it will.
With MailChimp, you can guide customers along the path to purchase with our Customer Journey Builder.
Now I can really hear it. Turn it down some. Alright, I messed it up. Now we're going back to where we were. Okay, FX. Add obscure blur. We need to go back to where it first came in. Okay. Move it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so to be able to change a parameter while we're so to be able to move the circle with the item that's moving, we need to turn this X and Y position on. So it sounds like if we wanted to change the height and width, we would have to change it here as well. Let's go ahead and change it. Right now it's really small, right? Barely showing, so do like 5 and 5. And then I'll position it right over it. Okay. Okay, so we can move, according to this, we can move the right arrow key and it'll advance the video. And then whenever we need to, we can just drag and drop this to where it needs to go. So we'll just keep doing this all through the video, which may take quite a while. So I'm just going to keep doing this. Doesn't get repetitive or anything. Oh well. Alright. So I'm doing this for the first time actually while watching the video, so sorry for the back and forth. Just wanted to show kind of, our journey, our struggles, how we're wanting to do that. Sometimes you have to do things as you're watching something else going back and forth. So that's what we're doing here. And this seems fairly straightforward. Oh, it moved on us again. So we look down here in the bottom left, we can see it's adding a keyframe every time we move it. So I mean, this will work. If you have something moving around though, it could be very time consuming. It's like everything else, I guess. It gets really time consuming. Not even halfway through the video yet. Okay, I think that's enough to show that we could do what we wanted to do. Another thing I wanted to do is try to do like a time lapse. So there, you can see that we have a blur going around and where we stopped, which is right there. Okay, this says for time lapse, right click on the video shown in the timeline. And then select speed from the menu. That looks like it did it to the whole thing. Looks like the options there. Probably have to play with it some more. See, we could probably cut the video where we wanted to increase it, and then just do it that section of it. But here's what we have. We have it blurred. You can see how that's working. Okay. That looks like all we would have to do for that. Now, how do we save it? Export. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Export to. I guess this is pretty much what we want to do. It's obviously not where I want to send it to. And it can take a while sometimes to export videos. Doesn't look like it took too bad. Okay, we'll play it to see what it looks like. there we have it. We use Lightworks to add blur to the video. It wasn't too horrible. Now I want to test DaVinci Resolve. See how that works for adding the blur. Alright, did the initial setup. May have to blur a bunch of that because I don't need to see all my stuffs. Alright. I'm imagining this is going to be somewhat similar, so we'll grab our clip and put it in here. Sure. I had a different video for blurring in DaVinci Resolve. Now I did watch some of this video earlier just to make sure they were ones that were going to work. But this looks different, obviously. And there's something that I'll probably want to use this one for instead of Lightworks, because this has a way where you can track the thing in the video you're wanting to blur, which will save a whole bunch of time if you have things that are actually moving around. I'm guessing this is kind of the same, where maybe not. Okay, so it looks like the timeline's kind of like Lightworks, where you had the sequence, I guess it was called, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we need to do next. Just play this until it shows up. Okay, so this says we're going to color. Okay, and then it says we're going to right click on here and go add node and add serial. Just going to name this blur. And it says we can go here. That's our blur palette. Oh, it goes fast. Okay. So we can blur, like this shows we can blur everything in there or everything below. So this was at 0.5. Probably want to put it back. Okay. So you said we can go to this ellipse node and then select this. So we put this in here like that, and then we go back to the, well, okay. Let's see, so now you can see that just that circle is blurred. So we went here to see where that is, but then we went to the circle to blur, turn that on, and then that allows us to blur just that area. So looks like we would have to go back to here to size it. Let's make it real small, put it up here. Okay, let's see where you go from here. Okay, so now we can go to the tracker, which is here, and then we can hit play, he says, which is this one, and it should track that, which it does. Well, it lost it. Okay, go back to there. Tracker, and let's hit plus again. Oh, stop. Okay, so okay, they're starting to get out of it. So let's try moving it back on it. And hit try. Oh. It's not working. Okay, stop. Okay, let's play tracker window.